fight's not over.
Stop the fight!
People.
Everybody, I come here for everybody. Kill everybody. I'm the champ. I'm the king. Kill everybody. Ah!
All right, guys, welcome back to Broke Bets. Lane here, giving you our bets for UFC 291. Got Carson here as well with me.
Yes, sir. We got some good bets for you today.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty sketchy card. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about it. Just came off of UFC London. Had a nice comeback card here. Back up 2.34 units thanks to Tom Aspinall. And yeah, we got some plays for you here, for you guys here, and let's just get straight into it. First bet, I'm gonna put my trust in Kevin Holland here. It's a sketchy fight. Michael Chiesa has been kind of inactive for a while, you know, a grappler, but Kevin Holland's so long and awkward to deal with. I think Chiesa's going to have a hard time cutting down the range in order to get to the clinch, get to the fence, hold him against the fence, you know, get the trips to the ground. Although, you know, he could just burn an entire round with back control. And then when we factor in elevation here, I just think that Chiesa's just going to slow down as the fight progresses and not as much as Kevin Holland will. So I'm projecting Kevin Holland to get this fight finish maybe in the second or third round once Chiesa slowed down a little bit. Again, a little bit of a sketchy fight, but I still do like Kevin here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like Kevin as well. I mean, I could see him finishing him by KO or sub too as well. I mean, Chiesa's been subbed quite a few times. I mean, he could even do like a club and sub. So,
right, submission defense was not great in the Luque fight from Chiesa. I feel like he looks extremely stiff on the feet too. I mean, obviously that grappling, he's really strong when he just has control over his opponent. Again, Kevin, hard to deal with. Who knows? Maybe Kevin gets a knockout from bottom position like he did on Cachoeira. But yeah, I still do like him. A little bit more of a risky bet. But with limited spots, I'll take Kevin Holland here. Second bet, Wonderboy. At this price, for KO or points on Wonderboy, I mean, he has one career submission, none in the UFC. And I just feel like Wonderboy is going to outstrike Pereira. Again, elevation. I just feel like he's just going to perform better at elevation. If any wrestling is used against Wonderboy, it's just going to slow down Pereira even more. And we just saw how much Holland struggled with Wonderboy at range. I think Pereira, who debatably lost his last fight against Ponzinibbio, and he is on a good streak, but I think, you know, Ponzinibbio would get mauled by Wonderboy at range. So I really like Wonderboy KO or points at his age. I'm still going to put trust in him, but the line is just hard to pass on right now. You know, he's like minus 150 right now, but I think getting that extra chop is worth it for the minus 120 right there.
yeah, I mean, I don't really see him getting a sub. I mean, he's going to win by KO or points if he is going to win. So, yeah, I like his range here. Distance management, and then if Pereira wants to grapple, he's probably going to gas himself out, and he probably will gas himself anyways, doing, you know, the funky stuff that he likes doing.
Exactly, capoeira craziness. Fighter parlays. Starting it off, Gabriel, Bonfim, and Bobby Green together. Bonfim, Giles just with a questionable chin. You know, he got hurt, he got rocked twice in his last fight against Preston Parsons. He's been knocked out by other prospects before with Morales and Duplessis. Obviously, those guys have a lot of power. I just think the placement of Bonfim's punches, the pressure, the walking him down, and then you factor in the submission skills, and it favors Bonfim a lot. I could see him getting out-jabbed at times, but Bonfim does have a really good lead hand. I think they could just go jab for jab a lot of this fight as well. So I think Bonfim wears the damage better and gives it out better. So taking him, and then Bobby Green. I mean, as the week's gone on, I feel weird about Tony Ferguson. You never can tell what's going on with him. Like, I can't tell if he's completely just gonna look horrible or if he's gonna look like a redeemed person. Like some of his interviews make you think he's gonna be like a little bit better, but I think Bobby outboxes him anyway. I think the scare in this fight for Bobby Green losing would be those like leg kicks, body kicks, just Tony clashing his shins into him. But I do like Bobby just to outbox him. Tony's very hittable. Everyone knows that. And I think Bobby just touches him up. What do you think, of these?
Yeah, I mean, Ferguson might get him with some sand during the fight. I think that's probably his best shot.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Green should be able to box him up. And then for Bonfim, pressure. And then, yeah, I mean, Giles does have a good jab, but with Bonfim pressuring him like that, I think if he's able to get it down to the mat, he should submit him pretty quickly.
You watched that Trey
Parsons
Waters... Sorry, go ahead.
Parsons was able to get Giles' back. I mean, I think if Bonfim can do that, I think he submits him.
Right. And then I was thinking as well with even the Bonfim and the Trey Waters fight. Trey Waters is huge in the Contender Series. They're going punch for punch, and Bonfim kept on just getting the better of the 50-50 jab exchanges. So you got another bet here with a similar guy. We still got Bonfim in there, but you added another.
Yeah, Bonfim with Kopylov. I just think Kopylov will be the more technical striker with that jab. I think Ribeiro is live for, a KO, but, he always is. He has that power. But, he's just so wild with those hooks. I just think Kopylov, able to throw those straight jabs out there, I think he'll be able to control this fight.
Yeah, I think Kopylov's body work has been phenomenal. And just his punches have been very thudding in his last fights in Soriano. I just feel like those punches were very heavy. He could hardly deal with them. The body work. I think the scare for both these guys in this fight, though, is slowing down. I think Ribeiro slowed down before and Kopylov slowed down before. So it's going to be interesting to see how both their gas tanks fare out. I do think Kopylov, though, with that striking advantage, like you said, should get the better of it. No props exactly in this. We do have props, but I'll call more long shots. I'll just expose these first two. Got Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje for the fight to pretty much end in round 4 or 5. Like we said, elevation slows people down, accumulation of damage, and I think they have the durability to last the first at least 2 rounds. So I do like these two to go pretty far in the fight. And when you get to round 4 and 5, one of them is probably pretty fucked up at that point, and it's going to be a beatdown from there. So I think this one goes pretty late, and we see a finish. So I like these round 4 and 5 looks. Also, just even Gaethje in round 4 or 5 is a very great number. I was looking at books, and it was like 2,500 and 3,500 for Gaethje to win by knockout in round 4 or 5, which is pretty amazing odds. So, but yeah, I'm on the diamond, but I still think those are good numbers. What do you think?
Yeah, just the accumulation of damage. Both these guys are super durable. They can withstand, those powerful shots in the first couple rounds. But yeah, just the accumulation of damage. I think it'll end later.
Right. And then final bet. Alex Pereira by points. I just think the number is a little bit off for this. Jan Blachowicz has made a career on being pretty durable. And I just think he has good defensive striking as well. So if Jan's going to be on the feet, I think that he can survive the big punches and won't get set up for that big left hook. And then at the same time, Alex took Bruno Silva to a decision. And, there's some... And, he almost went to a decision with Izzy as well. So there's some points there where he's gone pretty far into fights. And especially at light heavyweight, he might be a little careful of that power and just fight this at range and try to keep it at range. And, Blachowicz may be going for takedowns. I don't believe he's going to get those takedowns. Maybe 1 or 2 in this fight, but he doesn't really make his career on getting takedowns. And with how far away Pereira stands, it's going to be hard for Blachowicz to cut down that distance for a single leg, double leg without this fight ending up on the cage in a clinch position. So I really do like Pereira to win by points. I think that he's going to just outpoint him to a decision here.
Yeah, I mean, Blachowicz is super durable as well. He's only been knocked out once. He's been submitted a few times, but unless Glover's hopping in the cage with Pereira, I don't think he'll be able to submit him. So I do like that points, especially at that number. I mean, that just seems way too wide.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to even be higher. The over in this fight probably is a good number too. I think it's like minus 150. Not incredibly in love with it because I think Pereira could just throw one left hook and it could be over just because it's Alex Pereira. Other fights, advice, Semelsberger, Medic. I do somewhat like the over in that fight, but I have a hard time getting a read on that one. I feel like anything could happen in that fight. CJ Vergara might be a decent choice. I do think Derrick Lewis by a first round knockout was like plus 500. That's a pretty freaking good number for a guy that wins by knocking people out. And with how aggressive De Lima comes in the first round, it's totally live. And other than that, I think all we got is here. Again, I think it's a little bit more of a sketchy card than some people realize. I'm excited for the co-main and the main, and got a good main card as well. So, any more thoughts?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this card. Not too many betting spots for me personally, but should be fun to watch as a fan.
Yep. Stay tuned, guys. After the fights, Sunday maybe at noon, somewhere around that time, should have our picks out for UFC Nashville, Sandhagen versus Font. So just stay tuned for that. And other than that, drop a like, subscribe, and peace.
Peace.
I know. It doesn't matter from the trenches. I'm built like this. The old down to me said I couldn't do it. The old said I couldn't do it.